better. Feels like maybe we've got a warm up now, and it's going to not be such a train wreck. Let's be optimistic. Good kills on those waves so far. Good F-bomb. That went well. 103 on this timer here is what I want if the opening is really good. Kill those guys just right. If I'm just a little bit closer, I'll actually die doing that, and then it's not very good. So I need to be careful, but still try to get all of them. That went very well. Need to do one suicide on this boss here for rank control. But only one, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Want to release this bomb into the air right before it leaves the screen. So maybe I use it later here. Kill these, then suicide on this guy. Wait, why did I kill? I thought I killed that final part, but I accidentally left it alive. That's really not good. At least I got it though. If it went off the screen, then I would be losing a lot of time. I only lost like a couple of seconds from not killing before I suicided. Couple of seconds lost from not noticing I didn't kill that part. But still, overall a good stage 1. Hopefully this strat works. I haven't quite gotten this consistent yet. We're targeting the top of the screen for this instead of doing it from the bottom. I think there's a risk that you die doing that in specific cases, but not this time. Need to really kill these guys fast and hope that they spawn in places where they are fast to kill. Having to fly across the screen all the time is... it's the opposite of fast. Didn't go terribly or anything, but could be a lot faster. Good kill on those guys. I want to leave this in the air for a bit so I can use it to clear the last things on this wave. Should have waited a bit longer before grabbing the F-bomb. I might be getting a bad F-bomb cycle here where I won't have an F-bomb in time to kill these guys. No, I got a good one. That's better. Yellow split on that area. Means that it's the best split yet. Very good. It went well. I wanted to suicide, but there were some accidents here, so I didn't. Still, the split's okay, so not suiciding isn't the worst thing possible, but I'll have to do a suicide later. Or an unintentional death, we'll see. Rank will be a bit higher than usual here, since I didn't suicide on the mid-boss, which I usually would want to do. Kill those with the F-bomb. Well, that's the unintentional death. Slash suicide. If the rank was lower, those missiles might not be firing bullets, which would make it a bit safer to kill them. But dying on them is not the worst. Killing that guy slowly is pretty bad. Those could die pretty okay. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough shield energy for this. I should. Let's not die, okay. Didn't go quite fully aggressively on this guy, but this is fine. Pretty good stage 2. Almost died there, but only almost, so it doesn't count. Can't set the lasers with the F-bomb, which means I can PB a bit more aggressively. This is going really well. Hopefully these purple balls will die very soon. And I don't die to that. That enemy there should be dead already. Ah, this is so bad. I could have gotten a really good timing on killing those purple balls if I didn't die to that leftover enemy. They move randomly and sometimes they just don't want to die. Killing the purple balls takes priority over finishing off leftover enemies, but might involve dying. Still fine, I only lost like a couple of seconds. Could have been better though. Ah, missed one of those missiles, so I don't get the time bonus for killing all enemies in the wave here. That's fine though. It's not necessarily needed. Those died pretty well. This last guy tried to troll me, but he still behaved nice. Am I gonna suicide? Yes, I'll suicide. I think the rank would be too high for this upcoming purple bolt section if I didn't suicide. And that would lose more time than taking a death and lowering the rank with a small time penalty does. Very good kill on these enemies. I counted by the amount of laser sound effects that shows up at the end of that. There's that, you know, the laser sound effect. There were 3 laser pins there at the end, which is the least I can get with my route normally. Very good. This is a very good stage 3 so far. Dare I say that this is the run. Rank's a bit high here. The boss is firing bullets from the center, which would not happen at lower rank. Didn't do the laser cancel correctly. That's not good at all. Dying there, losing time, losing damage. Even if I lived to the lasers, having to dodge them would lose time, since I can't be attacking when that happens with the shield. Ah, this is a bad boss. Okay, this is not the run. I mean, run's not dead or anything, just a good bit of time lost on this boss. I think it's still very good though. Both stage 2 and stage 3 overall have been above average. Well, let's see what happens. Wanna wait for these guys to spawn. Ah, grabbed that one too early. Would want to kill all those guys with that, but I don't remember how many of them even spawn. Got the life without dying. Very good. Got those. Pretty good. Not perfect though. Killed those guys. On the previous run I had the wrong position for this point blank in here. Got it this time. Ah! Killing those guys so slow, not good. But I did some mistakes. Could have died if I rushed forward and killed them faster. This is still going well since I got the F-bomb for the green anyway, which doesn't always happen. Nah, I should have left the F-bomb in there and used it later. Good kill on that guy. He takes more damage in the center. Still don't have quite a perfect route for it though. Need to really figure out how to get the most damage on it and still have no risk of dying. This guy is trolling me, he's just moving away from my shot. Nah, I killed that guy slow. Rank was a little high too, so I was afraid. Missed a bit of damage there. I think he's still gonna die on an okay timing. Killed those guys. Yeah, this is still a good run. Not perfect, but well on pace. That red enemy tried to troll me. I wanna kill a UFO, so I don't have to dodge the bullets coming from behind me. Get the cancels from the red enemies, let them explode and kill the other enemies. Going well so far. Very lucky. For now. Why isn't that last enemy dying? Fuck. Almost died. But only almost. Very good. Truly excellent split here. Rarely do I get it that fast. The red UFOs move randomly, and you can't even see them properly at the end, so a lot of luck is involved. Why did I kill that part? Holy shit. That was... I don't know what's gonna happen now, after not killing that part. I think it's gonna be fine, we'll see. Ah, that was... This is not gonna be a good kill with grabbing the death bomb early. There's gonna be a bunch of parts here that I need to kill. The second fastest speed kill possible, but the fastest was failed when I accidentally grabbed the death bomb too early. Needed to be left in the air and used at an appropriate time to get the fast one. Thought that part would die and I would get the bullet cancelled, but apparently not. This is not how this should go. Why the fuck am I not getting any kills and cancels? This is not going well. If the cancels don't come on this, it really gets very difficult to stay alive or keep dealing damage. Oh crap. this here. Still a pretty good stage for a boss. Lost some time. Especially in the second part, but it wasn't a disaster or anything. I think this is a sick pace still, actually. Not super outstanding, but definitely could PB, I think. Yeah, 591 enter in stage 5 is definitely... It's a lot better than I usually have. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave a dead bomb in the air so I can use it here when all these enemies have spawned. Okay, take the wave down much faster. The F-bomb, kill these guys at the top of the screen. Switch to slower speed for this. I should have grabbed the death bomb earlier there to cancel the thing. And hopefully I don't die to this. Not quite a perfect kill on this guy, but pretty good. I want to not grab the death bomb. Leave it in the air, leave it in the air. And because I left it in the air, I can grab it right here, kill those enemies faster. This guy tried to troll me, but the death bomb spawned at a really good time. Don't want to shield that, but mistakes were made. Kinda have to. Rank there was a bit high. I'll grab this F-bomb here. This is going well. F-bomb. Those last enemies didn't want to die. I think I'm gonna get an F-bomb for these as well. The cycle's been really good to me. Yes, I am gonna get it. It's right there. Go up to take it without dying. Yeah, this is really good. Kinda high rank here though. I might kinda die. The next one is gonna be really scary at this rank. This one. It is gonna kinda fire shit at me while the enemies move randomly and are difficult to damage well. No, it went really well, holy shit. Dying on these is not good. But it's not the end of the run either. Pretty good F-bomb, saves a bit of time though. Run is still alive. Even with the mistakes, the splits are looking real good. Let's just do the save that for you, since this way, I think this is an auto-scroller. How fast you kill those enemies doesn't matter, it's about how fast you kill these red enemies at the end of the wave, which also die to the lasers. If they survive the lasers, then that wave can lose time, but otherwise it's an auto-scroller. Here, kill the yellow enemies if it triggers the wave to clear. The F-bomb cycle has been truly nice to me this run. They spawn in a static interval, but depending on how fast your run is going, where those F-bomb intervals fall could be very good or very bad. I've gotten some really good F-bombs this run. That was also a super good F-bomb. And a super good not death. Because I could have been super dead there. Rod is still going really well. Leave this F-bomb in the air until I need to grab it here. I need to grab that F-bomb there. I think grabbing F-bomb has a... It might have a slight rank increase in effect in this mode. I'm not actually quite sure. But if they're not necessary, might as well not grab them. In case there is such an effect. Oh, this is actually a sick pace. I've never gotten 760 anything entering the final boss. You know what that means, right? It's time to fucking choke. That's how the law goes, right? If the run's good, you gotta choke it at the end. It's just a law. Need to remember that this F-bomb in this attack doesn't actually work. It still leaves invisible lasers in there and actually makes it harder to dodge. That was not good. Need to stop choking. Make the intentional choking style, you know, get some lifeguards in here. We need to be rescued from the chokes. Dying there is fine since that attack usually loses a bit of damage. That's an intentional suicide, so I can do a bit of extra damage here. Still going well. That's not Giga Choke, okay. Avoided the Giga Choke. This has been a pretty bad final boss so far, but the TLB can still be great. Dying on this attack can happen, it's not the biggest deal. Especially since when you die on this boss, you get to do a bit of point mugging with the shield. Which of course saves some time to make up for some of the ones you lose from dying. That last death there, he was just almost dead. I didn't want to protect myself. Definitely a bad final boss, but I think it is still a PB. Lost like over 20 seconds on this final boss total. Last death on TLB really bad. Was going really well before that. Let's see, I think this is a... I think this is an 1150 something or an 1140. Maybe an 1130. We'll see. Really good run though. Compared to my previous PB at least. I've never gotten a time bonus as high as 625 at the end. Could be like 640 if I didn't choke the final boss. Yeah, this is gonna be... I can't do math. 1024. That's fucking good. I think that's a PB by over 20 seconds. The air-bomb cycle was just really good this run. On stage 5 and on stage 4. It aligned in the right place where I got the air-bombs at the times where it really matters, and having the air-bombs is gonna save significant time. Some chokes on the final boss, but I think this is gonna be a, for me, a hard time to beat. Without at least getting those sick F-bomb cycles again. And the red UFOs on stage 4 went really well as well. It was a 50-second split in that area, which is really good. On a normal, decent run it might be 55 or 57, something like that, but anything below 55 is already really good, and 50 is very fast.